Today I'll be sharing the easiest, happy and fun watercolor card with you, so stay tuned to watch how I created this. Hello there everybody, welcome to Creative Coloring with Iram. This video is part of a video hop for the Sweet Moments Stamp, Die, Stencil, Embossing folder and more release. We do have a wonderful array of products for you, and I am featuring one of the new stamps from the release and sharing a very quick card with you, which I'm sure you are going to love. I'm using the Happy Petals outline stamp set. This is a 4x6 stamp. This is one complete stamp, so it's really nice to get a full image. I will be prepping an A2 watercolor cardstock with anti-static powder. This is from the A2 loose watercolor sheets by Altenew. Then I will quickly stamp the image in embossing ink. For heat embossing, I will be using the pure white embossing powder, pouring it over the image, and then I will heat set this. I will use the fine mister and spray a bit of water onto the panel that I just stamped and heat embossed. Then I will start applying the pigment from the Artist Watercolor 24 pan set. I did leave a bit of space at the top because I wasn't sure of the blue color that I wanted to add, so I left a bit of space and then started to add the seashore pigment. I applied a light stroke first and then came back in with more pigment and just dabbed or bounced my brush on different areas of the image. Then I cleaned the brush and picked up the cherry blossom pigment. This is a vibrant pink pigment, and if you notice that I left a little bit of space and then applied it as to not contaminate the teal right away. As soon as I have a nice proper pink band, I will then mix the teal and pink a bit. If it forms a nice mauve color, then that's great. If not, then leave it for now. We will come back to this later. And I'm doing this super fast. It will still be wet when I come back to it. The next color that I will add is Tea Party. And you will notice that I added a very little bit of it because I wasn't sure about this one. This would just not do, and so I picked up a hotter, more vibrant orange and added that, and it looked really nice. The next color I added was a warm yellow, which I think is the Summer Afternoon. And these colors work well together, so I'm mixing them a bit with the previous one that I've applied to get a nice blend. Then I will add a light green color in the same manner, and then a dark green, which is going to go at the very end, just a tiny bit. I'm mostly going to mix it with the light green. I will then go back in again and add more pigment to the teal, which has lightened significantly because of the way I'm holding the cardstock. All the pigment is moving downwards due to the gravity, but of course the embossing is holding on to some of it because of the wells and the walls it creates. But I did not add too much of it the first time around as well, so now I'm adding a little bit more in areas I think I would like to add more vibrancy, and this will make the colors really pop. And just because I couldn't get the teal and pink to create the perfect vibrant purple, and it's just a little sad mauve, I will add a bit of purple there myself and help the colors out, because that mix of colors right there in the middle of those two pretty ones, it's not happy, not very vibrant. So adding a bit of purple and lifting the color, popping up the middle area is what I'm going to do. Then I will add a vibrant blue to the portion, as that is still blank, and I thought there was a lot of difference between the two, the teal and the blue. So I found another pigment. It's a blue-green pigment in the palette, and I added that between the teal and the blue, and that worked perfectly. Then I added more pigment to other areas I wasn't happy with. Once I thought that the flower looked good, I used my heat tool from a distance to dry the panel. You will need to use a slightly damp tissue or cloth once the image is dried to get the pigment off of the white embossing powder so that it becomes more popping and clean again. And that's it. I will use the coordinating die to die cut the image. And just look at that die cut. It looks so pretty. Especially after it has dried, it does lighten a little bit. So make sure you do add a lot of pigment on there. with the second time you go back into the image. You can also add some splatters on there if you do need some texture, but I didn't want to do that because I do it all the time, and also because of the next step. For the card front, I used the Raw Collection pigment and added splatters of that on the background. For the brush, I'm using the fine tip water brush by Altenew. I do really like this to add splatters. This one has no water in the barrel. The barrel is empty. It will give you fat splatters or fine splatters, any kind of splatters you want. It depends on how much water the tip is holding. If you have a lot of water on the tip, then you will get fat splatters. If you have less water, then you will get fine splatters. I stamped the sentiment in Obsidian ink and then I heat embossed it using clear embossing powder. I then drew around the sentiment with using my pencil and outline, and then used my scissors to fussy cut it. For the accompanying sentiment, I heat embossed the sentiment onto black cardstock in pure white embossing powder. I'll use foam tape to adhere both the image and the sentiments. And then I will add some sequins to the card for some sparkle. And that's it. The card is ready. It was really easy and quick to color this. And look how pretty it looks. I hope you will try this technique. Don't forget to hop along with us. The next stop on the hop is in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Hello there! Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye!